Welcome back to Spend Too Much Diecast. What is going on, crew? Welcome back to the channel. To all my returning crew members, if you are new here, welcome to Spend Too Much Diecast, where we do all different types of diecast unboxings. Anything from Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Jada, Fast and Furious, Fan Home, cartooned, full collections, full cases, all that good stuff. Alrighty, so today we are back doing the 1989 Ford Mustang GT. I have one of the newest versions here in the box, and then I actually do have another version up top here that we never did unbox here on the channel. I actually had to buy that one online. This was the top one here. This red one is a very rare version, very hard to find. I think I bought one from Europe, and then I had one here that was boxed that I ended up selling, and I saved my loose one. But I do know this red one is a harder one to find, so we'll do that unboxing as well. But the newest one that I found out at Walmart is the Texaco version. This is the second Texaco version. If you go back and check out our playlist, you'll see that there was a white Texaco version we did. We did a Texaco versus the Golf delivery, so that was a cool unboxing. I'll leave it here so you can see what it looked like. And then of course you can always check out our Bigtime Muscle playlist, and you'll find all of the Ford Mustang GTs there if you want to see how many different styles are out there. There are a lot. And then of course the box is generic. I don't think they've changed the cars back here for a while. And of course it is a new casting here, 2025. Sorry, not a new casting, but the new release is 2025. So that one is cool. And I don't remember when this one came out, if it has a copyright on here. No, this one does not. I know sometimes the Fast and the Furious puts dates on the bottom of their cars. But as usual, what we're going to do, go ahead, get that one unboxed, and we'll come back and take a look at two different versions of the Foxbody. Alrighty, crew, and we are back. All right, before we get started taking a look at these cars, I do just want to say thank you to all my crew members, everybody out there who likes, shares, comments, subscribed, follow us on social media, all that good stuff. It is because of you guys, the crew, that we are able to do this channel and put out more unboxings like this. We're almost at, we just crossed our now 9,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so I want to thank everybody for that. We hit over 1,000 followers on Facebook. I want to thank you with that. We're almost up to 500 on Instagram, all that good stuff. So if you haven't already followed our social media, go down below, check the links. You can find us everywhere at Spend Too Much Diecast. You can just Google that and you'll see all of our information on there. If you are new here to the channel, take 2 seconds, go down below, hit the subscribe button, give the bell notification, give the video a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Become a part of the Spend Too Much Diecast crew. All right, so like I say, we do put a lot of cool unboxings on here, a lot of Jada, stuff like that. So this is going to kind of keep us up to date with the Foxbodies. There are 4 versions that I never unboxed that I have. Eventually we'll have to get to those. Those were all two-toned cars that kind of all came out at once. All right, so like I said, we have the new Texaco version here, which we'll start with first, and then we'll go into this red one back here, which I will explain because this red one is super rare, super hard to find. If you guys have this in your collection already, congrats. If you guys are still looking for it, good luck. It is probably one of the hardest Foxbodies to find. All right, so we're going to start it off with the Texaco one. Of course, these are all scale 1/24. This has an item number of 36299, 1989 Ford Mustang GT, as they're calling it. I do know a lot of people call it the Foxbody, all that stuff, but Jada just considers it a Ford Mustang GT. All right, now this is the second time seeing it on the Texaco delivery. If you guys remember, we did put up a video a little bit ago. There is another Texaco version, and there's a Golf delivery. So we kind of did Texaco versus Golf, which is pretty cool. The other Texaco was a white version. This one here, we are getting the silver version, which I kind of like the silver a little bit more than the white, but you'll have to let me know. Okay, so as usual, The Foxbody casting hasn't changed. It's just basically the deco, and there are some variations you can get on these cars. So here is the front end. You got the Ford logo, you got the silver headlights, got the fog lights down there. Everything is die-cast. So with the hood, we do have the Texaco logo on it. We do have the hood with the air ram on it. So there are two different versions of the hood. You can either get the hood that has the cowl on it, or you can get the hood that is flat. So they're all made in all different versions. Otherwise, the casting is the same. We go with these nice chrome wheels. We have a two-tone body. It's silver up front and on the top, and then it does fade into like this black matte, which is pretty cool. We do have the 5.0 there. On the door, we have a whole bunch of manufacturing logos: Texaco, Toyo Tires, PSA, and of course NX Nitrous Express, which is pretty cool. Okay, so interior on this one, nothing special. All black, nothing chrome, no paint to the roll cage. Does this one have the gauges? Yeah, this one doesn't even have the gauges back there. So this one is missing the gauge sticker, or they don't have gauge stickers. I'm not 100% sure if they do. No, the red one doesn't either. So this one must not have the gauge stickers. We do get the rubbery style side mirror. Then going along to the back, we also have the M2 Motoring, I believe that's what it is, logo back there. You do get the Mustang logo back there. All right, going along to the back side, the bumper, of course, the matte black wraps around. We do have the Jada Toys Bigtime Muscle license plate, plastic taillights. We do get a plastic spoiler, and then this is the other thing that is on some vehicles and not the other. Like you can see, that one doesn't have it, but this one does. So some versions come with the I always forget what it's called, but the levers or louvers or however you call them back there. Like I said, I always forget what this is called, but some versions have this version, other versions just have the plain window. The window is back there. I suppose if you really want to take it off, you could probably unscrew the car and probably break off the tabs here to remove it. I don't know if it'll do any damage, but there are a couple of versions with and without it. Then the passenger side is going to be exactly the same logos, everything like that. There is your passenger side. And then let's see what they did for the motor. All right, they do have some, the intake has the chrome. Other than that, it is just a black plastic motor. So that one is pretty cool. Like I said, this is one of the newest ones out. This is from 2025, so you should start seeing this one in your stores if you haven't already picked it up. I know it is available online as well. Alrighty, now going to this one here. Like I said, this one is a whole another story. I actually had two versions at one time. I had a loose version and I had a boxed version. I ended up selling the box version online and kept my loose. So we're gonna go ahead and do the review on this one. Looking back at it, this one was offered new in 2022. So not too long ago it was released, but if you're trying to find this thing now, good luck. Right before I started the video, I did do just a quick eBay search on it, and zero. There's no versions of this red car at all on eBay. So I'm not sure why this one is so rare, but if you can get your hands on it, it's probably worth getting it for your collection. Not sure how much you're gonna have to pay for it. I don't even remember what I sold mine at. But yeah, this one is rare to find now, even more rare than the AutoZone exclusive. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. We do have an item number of 33861. Again, 124th Ford Mustang GT. And like I said, the only way I remembered it was from 2022 is I did find a picture online and it had the copyright on the back of the box. So they're considering this one a candy apple red, or a candy red with the matte black stripe, which looks awesome. There's the front end. Like I said, the casting is the same as the other one. They just basically either change the hood, the wheels, and then the deck lid. And this one, you can see they're going with more of a not flashy, but more of like a stock wheel, 5-spoke wheel, it's black and silver, which is pretty cool. They got the 5.0 Mustang there. Otherwise, it is clean with no graphics. They all have the Mustang there on the back window. Same rubbery style side mirror. And the interior looks exactly the same. Again, no gauges, no coloring, no chrome accents, nothing like that. And then they put the bigger wheel on the back, which looks really nice. All right, going along to the back then, you do have the stripe that actually goes all the way through, which is really nice. Bigtime muscle license plate, plastic taillights. And again, you can see this one does not have the window shade on it, remember, it is just the clear glass or plastic, so that is pretty cool. Like I said, you can get it in 2 different versions. Of course, the deck lid does open. Spoiler is plastic. Then going along to your passenger side, it is going to be exactly the same. And I have to say, I love this coloring on this car. There is your interior, nice and clean. Like I said, there's so many versions of this car that if you want to go see more, definitely go check out our Big Time Muscle playlist. And what do they do under the hood on this one? So exactly the same as the other one. A little bit of chrome, and then everything else is black. But like I said, if you guys are into these Foxbodies or the 89 Mustangs, good luck finding this one. I would have to say this one is super rare to get your hands on. I don't know why this one was so rare and there's none selling online. I have no idea. I can't explain it. So there we go. There is today's video with the 2 versions of the 89 Mustang GT. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite out of these 2. Let me know if you actually have this one in your collection, because I would be interested to see how many people actually was able to get that back in 2022. I think I ended up buying mine last year, 2024, and we're just getting around to unboxing it now. So there is the unboxing. Again, thank you to all my crew members, everybody who comes back and watches, everybody who is new that is watching. Thank you for watching this unboxing here at Spend Too Much Diecast. I appreciate everybody. We'll see everybody on the next unboxing. But until then, everybody have a great day. Bye.